Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
Hello. We are so bad. Hello everyone. We are finally back with some Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. And also congratulations Spinner for being first and take on your little brains. Need to get all the things. Where keep going? Okay, there should be good volume. Yep. You might hear a fan, maybe, but if I'm not using it, I will probably die. So yeah, it's just gonna be like that. So I can have to figure out how the controls work again. Awesome as always. Now let's continue. Always seeing my 2000 save files is always an amusement for me. Yeah, chapter 5 and what we're currently in. Chapter 6. Even Deadly Lives, second half. 5, that daily life. 6, Little Life Run again. And then for some reason there's just the chapter 1 class try. So transcript. our own ways. Already we left the gym. Our target of the headmaster's room. Naturally, Master, the one to show such bravery. Just make sure you don't get in his way.
Okay.
Sakura's gonna be watching over us. So we are definitely gonna find something to help us bring this to an end. Welcome back. Office. We finally reached the climax. So let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all.
Let's go.
This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? It's locked as expected. So, what are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious? We're going to tear this door off its hinges. Wait, but the rules say... We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So in other words,
then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen. Okay, sure, but
what?
we've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed to... This is what we have to do. So we have to do it. It's so beautiful.
I mean,
Serious? We don't have any choice. We are desperate. Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
actually,
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we need something sturdy on our own. Oh, what about that one thing? The thing in the tool shed.
so then.
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. It could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the door now.
It's all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9-1. That's straight up unreasonable. But myself?
Truly.
Truly, you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, it's me and you time, Master. Yeah. You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long, and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that, Tucker ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants. For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger. But if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense. I can hardly talk. I'm all flabbergasted. No. Totally flabbergasted. Tap sauce? Gross! Where did that come from? Wait, just a gym? Where did you come from? Hello. It's a wonderful-us, murderous fiend, here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about a pickaxe? Where is it? Am I supposed to pick an axe? No. You seeping imbecile, the pickaxe. Seeping imbecile? Oh, master. You want me with your executive level barbs. Joshua, here comes the bloody nose. Seriously? Oh, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids! That's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
Ah, the light bulb just went on. That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we've solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery? Yup. Now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X. Now, what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life. I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Corpus. Did you hear me? I said corpse. Corpse? That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden?
What did you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... There we go. I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach, up to the hilt. What the... Are they really dead? For sure, but... Who is it? Real life. 100 mile dash. Pain of junk food junkie. Yeah. Just to make things clear. Last night you did perfect place to actually oh, I stopped at the perfect time. Awesome. What a timing, I love it. So, last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was, now they are... I don't know why. But now they are laying dead in front of me. I told ya, there's a corpse hanging out here.
No way.
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. Awesome timing with the recap. Oh, that was perfect. We need to find out who this actually is. But there's no way to tell with the mask covering the face like that. The white coat. They're wearing... in the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. But one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. Why? How did I wind up dead in here? The heart isn't beating. They are not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into the stomach, the clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped. But the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Her face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. Huh? How can you tell?
Well,
I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be. Okay then. Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toka's hand shot out toward the mask. And in the next instant, there was a blinding light and deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, 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 it blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then, hurry up, put the fire out! Put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water? Come on, put the water on it! Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Splosh! Thankfully, there was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body...
What?
It's burned to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. And compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. And now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh? If we consider who's not here, that would quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoka. Kyoka? And that body is Kyoka? No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoka. I mean, who else? There's one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind. What? The mastermind? Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got charbroiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally, the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master's dead, right?
but
But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he is somewhere in the school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the cops obviously isn't. And could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Oh! Mukuro Ikasawa, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Yukiro Ikusawa, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Oh my god! It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusawa is the mastermind. The headmaster isn't that mastermind. I'm sure of that. But I don't approve yet. But I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body characteristics. And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it's a super mastermind indeed, doesn't it? Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot. How'd she wind up burned to a crisp? None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Ah, hey, wait!
What?
What? Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Turka? Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. What just happened, Master? You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale is enough for me to live. This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. But now I have to focus on the body. I should take a close look at the body one more time.
So,
Watch yourself, Makata. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Ouch. Hold on. There's something on the ground here. Fine. Something next to the body. It's a key? Is that what Kyoko took from Monokuma? What did you steal? I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell that it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah. This was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it be possibly go to? So even you don't know it then? Makata, I'm going to give you a very important task. Ah, that key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean,
In other words,
the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I am your errand boy now. Interesting position to be in. Oh, that was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole, the key isn't even close to fitting. Which means the key doesn't go in this room. There, let's go down. Data. The door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to visit the key I found in the kind of key hole, click! It fits! Then this is the key to the data center. I should manage to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So you're back. How did it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's a data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did then now the C's have the key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open the door, there's not gonna be a huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makata. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. I reached out and put my hand on the door, closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. I gently opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. You know what? The room was strange. Strange, isn't it? I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange. This room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all these monitors on the wall. Look what they are showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered, except for the baths. Like this, you still got the swimming pool in the camps. This is... It's a direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they are displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. Watch us! And this room is
It's all clear now.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. Mastermind's room. Guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. And I think this settles it. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. It was the body of Mukuri Kasaba. And she was the Mastermind. Correct! Wait, the first line is definitely correct. The Mastermind is dead? Like, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad. They had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The Mastermind is dead. Could it really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, the body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So, who was it that? But the Mastermind really is dead. That means we can finally get out of this hellhole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit, come on!
That's enough.
No. We have to check this area for roughly first. But what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I am bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered. But murdered? So, you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered. Why is it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Do you understand? Do you use this insect? You're banned from talking to Master F again. The Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Don't we already know? It's always a Mukuri Kasaba, the 16th student hiding somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for. Why was the Mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity of Pep. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they can, as fast as they are. I mean, I wanna know why they were killed as much as the next guy. But I also really wanna get out of here.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, They're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have? Anyway. There's a ridiculous number of monitors. And the mastermind's been using them to spy on us. As long as I have this, I get my master girl like to feast by the eyes. How much is my monthly membership? This door is kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you use the key that opened this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in a keyhole. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Masterman's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Hello, code. You missed the part where Makoto gently opened the door. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about the door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. It looked like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. If that's high-end, then oh my god. It's insane. They're all on. Oh, they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything. It's just the fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using this monitor the network. And also, yeah, you may well be right about that. But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look! Next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna? It is! It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV? Well, Saturday morning, Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if you can watch TV, let's do it. Come on, come on, come on! You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Huh? Oh. What's wrong? Good news for your Saturday morning, kiddies. Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on. Then do it. Freaking alien mastermind. Oh, you guys need to cut free from the regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. this is... It's a feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
Heck?
Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing? That's really weird, huh? You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything that, like the antenna, and anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give it a try. You went through each channel one by one. On every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in a data center.
What the heck?
I couldn't have said it better. Is it broken or something? No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird stuff. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually.
I'm not sure, but...
huh?
What? What? You know what, you frigging bastards? Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be this dead? Me dead? Don't be freaking stupid! Hey, you're acting like kinda strange. Something seems so different. I'm different? Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's like half a day then at most. Hi, you alive, man? Oh, right. That's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead. All for this moment. I wouldn't dare pretend to be bad. You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game. Can't be serious. Have to keep going.
Let me out of here!
No, we're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? Getting out of here? And do you not get it? There's no getting out of here. And besides, this life is not bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life, no matter where you are. Oh, you're so serious? This is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Yeah, I'm cool from all that nothing. I guess I just get the point. Now. Point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here. I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind. But I connected the antenna. So why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look at how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood gush secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolute. But a double display a signal coming in one on the antenna. But what does that mean?
What the heck?
It's a signal. It's just that then here.
Unbelievable.
Stupid. Stupid. Don't you get it, fine? I'll tell you. This killing game is being broadcast live out the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What? This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Extreme Baseball! It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understand the words, I'm not sure I did understand the deeper meaning. What? Just live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. After taking over the airwaves, somehow. The camera feed is being broadcasted? No way, that's impossible! That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now? I had that kind of breaking. But the sun was coming from my own mind, like a boat tossing in the ocean. My mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hits I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mystery. Even me lurking, you're here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they had never seen it before. I became the director of the despair-based products. This is the ultimate reality show. Damn it, you're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, just knowing they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue.
actually,
What if they already did?
indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's impossible? I don't even know. No, personally, so whatever.
This can't be.
Have to take control of all communications like that. You need an astronomical amount of resources. Yeah. So how could things have gone Yeah, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, dude. There's no little business of.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Professor? Do you mean?
It's the monarch.
I leave the next Konomono fight here. Everyone and give it all you've got, okay?
Pounding excitement.
Okay. Things are going to get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a time.
I can't wait.
Heck of a run.
Can't wait.
And then he was gone. The reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think it took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's the spare entertainment? And how is he still alive?
Sick of this.
I thought that finally, we could get out of here. And plus, what did they say about and plus, what did he say about the class trial? Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What? What are you talking about? I thought Mukuri Kusama was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfilled that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind Mukuri Kusama isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her. So it must be It must be Kyoko. Oh, Kyoko. I've been wrong. No other possibility. The body is Kyoko. Kyoko's been murdered. No, this is possible. Because I don't know anything about her though. Anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not, that doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Yourself? Anyway, we had better begin. If you're gonna have a class trial, that means the killer. Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. What? So you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said... I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issue I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. The first second I thought it was a Persona track. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the through the body. What is wrong with reading dialogue? Had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days ago. So even the Monokuma fight doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened. Are we all dead? We all dead. I must have put a lot of fuss into that stuff. True that. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. when the guitar starts playing, I always start thinking of a Persona track. I still like it. There's just no announcement that I actually dead. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Knife! There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. Monokuma Fire said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it! It took him a while to figure out. It's a knife that person was holding. This is gonna redo it. I'm gonna pop the knife in a stone meal. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was, the attack that they... With a permanent mask. Was that attacked me last night? I was holding that knife. And that same knife was injured, stabbed the same mask. Attacker with fallen here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Maybe then I and if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why? But why the mask? Because that's what the mask is for. I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from that. I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene. These look like fragments of something. They aren't plants, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like that, like it before, but where? Wait, was it there? I find. I'd have to double check that later. Fragment near the dead body. But check the body more thoroughly. Maybe then I find out for sure that it's a Hyoko on. Huh? There's something weird about bodies. There's something weird about the body's fingernail. Oh, these are fake nails. They are really long. They seem like fairy tale. I can't really talk. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Dang it, it's been there. I thought it was just extra text and then Edwin added him with it. Is this a tattoo? It could burn, so I can't make out the whole thing, but... And there's also something on the back of her right leg. It looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand. On the right hand. The cough. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on 300. Wait a minute. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I tipped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? white Deacon was wearing got totally burned up. There's only one little precise mark. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally black. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half, is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't what? Explosion. I remember there were some chickens in a chicken coop. Yeah, unfortunately. 4?
Yo.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Yes. Do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Yes! There were precisely 5! Yeah, right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. Yeah, one shot. It's so weird now. I wonder when it disappeared. It was started here just before nighttime last night. And there are definitely 5 chickens left. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 2. 5 to 4. Hour. Hour. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears from the entire world, would remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Where did one of the chickens? Where did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be a related? Is this the pen that controls the spring? It does around 7:30 in the morning. I'm gonna go on hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it away. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. Sprinklers, spinelli. Listen, Makoto. Remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember correctly, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, that wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Miyako said not much. Said not much. Yeah. Miyako said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the floor, I didn't see any off the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thank. It was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it worked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me. Yeah. So, thank you too? Body before the explosion. So, das ist der Variante. Wherever it is. I'm not gonna. I don't know. What a failure. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and? Oh well. I was just thinking about where you first found. When the body was found. I should look back and what I did this morning. God help me remember when that was. Monoko's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock, and as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once again, I got that. I met up with Hina. It was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and when she found the body, what time was it then? That's right. It had to be. It had to have been. There we go. Right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the party was around it at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's because pretty small flowers. So wait, Jesus. That's the pretty small flower. Go. You're right. Okay, my job's done. It's a pretty small job. When the body was found! Good timing, Makata. I wanted to talk to you. Reaction! What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were. I think I had a cable in my mouse or something. I don't know. That was weird. Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after. I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious? The murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after midnight began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hero's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was nobody here. So the murder could only have taken the place at some point during night time, after I left that garden. However, Toko, Hirohina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko. And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Yukiya's account. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was that tarp in here before? I should probably look around, look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the top is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp! That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Vroom vroom. Lawnmower here. I think I've checked everything I need in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check, especially that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicion. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was it also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can't find out more about her, maybe I can answer the question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. Got the key to her room.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Big Hawkwill. If you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later. Not a class trial. Oh no, that's not about that. It's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me to prom? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out the one area. Okay. What I do? Oh, there's something first for Jim. I'm laying this man on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Just found something. Yeah, and what is it? It's what? A bomb. This one is in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. And the bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Fragments near the depth on it. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. You think you can go soon, Byakuya? You want to check out Gyork's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Right then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole and then clicked. And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. So this is Kyoko's room.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko. You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless. If you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. more concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. What's this?
It's true.
Consider the symbol of my determination. And don't open it yet. When you open it, if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it somewhere. Found it! And what's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
What? And something has certainly happened. So open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. That's all that was in there. Yeah, looks like it. The sheets. What could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted the sheets... Oh, what's this? Not a crumbled piece of paper. Class 78, student registry. Mukuro Ikusawa.
I see.
Appears in Mukuro Ikusawa's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll let you. I'll tell you. It was a key and that's it. This must be the bank. This must be the bank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a brief with one message. And this is what she left behind. I don't have time for such animation things. No. I don't have the time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your research. Oh, okay. I made an effort to put myself together. Then look down at the profile sheet. A Mukuro Ikusawa, a sex female, the ultimate soldier. But a small of her age, she was in the military. A specialist and trained in every weapon type imaginable. Every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a surviving in tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering M Idol school, while she and her friendly were on vacation, Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An interesting international investigation turned up into information, and she was intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, They actually receive a better training training of our own. Really, she decided to return home when she make her Rose profile. The ultimate soldier mercenary group? This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like a complete different dimension. It's like one non-fiction where the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then,
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps Corporation. It's a collection of better grades warmongers, but they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is a part of our world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already... Well, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit Fenrir is becoming our hero. It's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand? You found her profile? So, what if we did? Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case... And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. Even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? I can't forgive this Miss Ogami. Who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room? Maybe I'll drag a corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. And bastard omnivorous.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on a dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as a school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh? So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about now. Unfair it all is. Now can I? If on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing out the rules. They are actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall way back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? What are you saying?
in other words,
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16, then...
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, the one they call Watch Out.
The 16th student, Mukuro is part of this school life. So, the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Well, because... Like I told you, this game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. Since we have got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone is on the station. So many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know. Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have something revenge to get. So I have... actually, I do have some revenge to get, so... Have you ever been crossbow? Next one bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back on that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I want to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid... You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time. Don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. Okay, now that's all you get. Oh, come on, I can't. Yoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, it's on the back on her hand. A tattoo. Wait, I know. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. She means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh? Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. This trap?
Ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dark. Don't remember that Monokuma just told us. He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro Ikusawa is a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules of the game. But why would he tell us? That? And why not? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said proves that Mukuro is connected to the case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. We need to make our investigation fair.
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she is the one who killed Kyoko. That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Rokuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But based on what Monokuma just told us, I have changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusawa isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? Before Mukuro, the ultimate despair was a mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would a mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point. Mukuro giving us information that would raise question about how would be bound. And to say the least, it makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's a trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come. That's what makes sense. That must make sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely seems possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the cat, then who is?
So, in other words,
Okay, I guess I said okay, so that's why Monokuma waited until now to tell us what he did. But most importantly, this is a trap meant to implicate Mukuro somehow and lead us off the word direction. That seems like the most logical conclusion. I can't say you're wrong, but see. But if that's true, then who's the killer?
such ignorance.
I think it would be wise to look around a bit more. Generally honest. There's something on the table. It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What service does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers, those really traditional public bathhouses uses them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public that doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya going something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I am mistaken. There's also something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well, what are you waiting for? Well, are you coming? Hurry up and drink lockers. That's what we're here for. There are wooden lockers, yeah. They use wood block keys. Just like those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the game we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers. Okay, do you see the locker in the farthest on the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key. Understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right? Well, I just tried. Okay. Took out the woodblock key and it's already to the locker's metal block and the locker. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like made of titanium, which means they are quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, we're nothing but strong little suckers. Little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wrapped up ball of duct tape. I wonder what's this. Is that a bloodstain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related. Okay. This duct tape is related to the case somehow, but I know I could possibly be involved. Bloody duct tape. Get this out of line. There's something wrong? That's very odd, don't you think? Locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the weakening... How did the Viking... Unlock the white up in the victim's room. Or perhaps Yaku? Oh, forget it. Come on, we need to continue onto the next location. What's the next location? This is something we need to go and we need to look into. We need to do some research on Fenrir. You mean the mercenary group Mokuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? When the school would you go to research on something? Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to. We only have so much time before the trial begins, so sorry. I'll be watch my face. Maybe be a bit more awake. Okay. Hopefully, I'm more capable of reading. I believe there was a fire related to Fenrir's some over here. Yakuza seems to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned to with a file in a hand. Remember, sir? Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Is that kind of extreme? That line is actually insane, because some words are actually related to other games. 100 and an extreme, but also not for that long. Extreme. Sad. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Just 100 lines and the trap line with XP. Extreme baseball. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, the name where present is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At least their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them revealing the many state secrets they did acquire. Some, however, believe there was some mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This one just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields are much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything charm out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they are a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean Ikasaka's word has been updated?
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later!
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. But that's where we're gonna leave it. We definitely won't be able to finish the class trial. We definitely won't be able to finish the class trial with 1 hour. That's one thing. But I wanna see. It's important. I wanna see. Most people worry about what they might lose in life, but she seems more concerned with what she's already lost. Skill checks SP1. Okay. Yeah. Wanna save. But yeah, we won't be able to finish the class, right? And I don't wanna stop in the middle of it. We're gonna leave it at that. You can check out all kinds of special bonuses. The further you might, the more you unlock. I wanna see the Game gallery, movie gallery, art gallery, sound gallery, and school store. An almighty mono machine. Yeah. Repeat 100%. Always. Already got everything.
Danganronpa.
Okay. This is probably something you unlock when beating the game, which I never did. But yeah, we are cutting it. We are cutting it a bit shorter, but it's that's better than being completely in the middle, going overboard with the time. And don't forget, we still have another Danganronpa stream upcoming soon. When exactly will it be? I am not sure. I'm still not sure, but there's gonna be one in between days. Now it's time for us to look for a raid target. Since there isn't really anything I would know to do. So that's yeah. Yeah, okay. I think we found our target to raid. So with it, everything now wrapping up, I wanna fully announce that the first Discord live stream is gonna be happening tomorrow. Somewhere between like 10 and 11 a.m. on the Central European time zone. And there we will be playing Deltarune. They're starting with replaying chapter 1 and 2. And maybe even starting in with chapter 3. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is how this is gonna be happening. And since there's another game on Sunday, tomorrow we are gonna be playing Expedition 33 some more with a bit of a longer stream than usual. Since I think everyone really wants to know how the story continues in Expedition 33. Especially me. So yeah. But it's not that is not the only thing that is gonna be happening on Sunday. Because with the Expedition stream and the Deltarune stream, it's gonna be a section of the stream before Expedition 33 where I'll be finally playing Friday Night Funkin' with the Flare Rave mod for a tournament style for fun kind of game with some friends. So yeah, a peak FNF mod. So yeah, as recap everything that is going to be happening, and tomorrow at an earlier time, I'll be in my Discord playing some replaying some Deltarune chapter 1 and 2, maybe even starting on chapter 3. Then going into the around evening time, we're gonna be actually live streaming on Twitch with the peak FNF mod Flavor Rave, fully brewed for the tournament of friendship. And after that, we're gonna switch it up from FNF to Expedition 33. And most likely, I'm not so sure, but I will probably do another Discord Deltarune session on Monday as well. But yeah, there are going to be more and more Discord streams, basically promoting my Discord alongside with it. So, as always, raid message is the source in the raid. Be free to use your channel points to redeem one of my emotes to go along with it. But if you want to save up your channel points for any future rewards or any rewards you want to redeem more often or get to redeem, feel free to use any of your emotes. We are going to raid Terraton. I've been following them for a really long time now. Known them since the early days, when I was in the whole VTuber, when I fell into the VTuber bubble. As always, be nice to them. and take care. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.